Liam, you didn't feed Chewy, did you? Can I come out, please? Everybody's at the door. You guys are coming in, coming out. I'm not sure where you're going. Decide. Put food in Chewy's bowl first. You fed him? Okay, good. Oh, guys. Okay, so we got this new mosquito repellent on. Citronelle and I think lemon. So let's see. As soon as I set foot in this grass, why am I even calling it grass? I don't even know. As soon as I set foot in these well-cut, well-trimmed weeds that we own here.
I know, I love it.
Would you like some help? Oh, no, you got it. There he goes. We'll find out. This one needs to come out. Chewy? Don't pull, don't pull. Oh my gosh. Guys, can you back up? Back up. Chewy, go. Oh my gosh, everybody wants to do mommy's job. Don't pull anything because this is stuck here. Ah! Mosquitoes.
What is it?
Mosquitoes. They're trying to bite me. Well, there you go. There you have it. And the very expensive mosquito repellent, all natural, all organic mosquito repellent. It's not working. No. These bastards keep wanting to bite me. Okay, I'm gonna stay here for a little while longer because... Can you open the door for Loki? Look, he wants to go inside, Liam. Open it quickly before he changes his mind. He'll try... Liam, open it properly. Because if he changes his mind, he's gonna try to go around and jump over the fence. So I'm thinking maybe I just went in a hot spot for the mosquitoes. Look, let me stay here for a little while and see. I feel like if it's a good repellent, they shouldn't even be landing on you in the first place. Yeah, what do you think? Should they even be landing on us like that? I put pants on baby because he doesn't like pants. He just wants to go pantless, but yeah, did you see that spider? Get away from there. This is what I don't like about these outdoor toys. They just become a place for, well, yeah, a place for spiders to build their webs on. Look, this is supposed to be their digger. And look how much layers of web. I don't know if you can see that. Look how much web is on that, guys. These mosquitoes are still flying around me. Oh, I see one trying to land on me. Is it going to land? Yep, they're landing on me, all right. I feel like, oh my gosh, why does this keep zooming? Stop zooming. I feel like this backyard is just a breeding ground for mosquitoes. Yeah, that spider has taken over that digger, made it home. It's a very thick web. Now, I don't know.
Mommy, I think we need a bucket of water for this. Than this.
Oh, yeah? Why?
because there is a bunch of chalk stuck in this yellow guy's teeth.
Oh, it's hot today.
So this yellow guy needs to go to the dentist. We're gonna need like that bucket that was full. Right.
What's all this? Chalk?
Hi.
I'm just gonna use it to wash the stuff and you get from plain water. Okay, let me get the spray thing. Sorry, guys.
Water!
I see you took your boots off. Is it too hot? Talking to myself. Okay. So today, I'm sorry, guys. Anytime a mosquito lands on me, my whole skin starts to crawl. I just get this crawling feeling like there's like bugs on me. Even if they're no longer there, just that feeling alone, it just kind of spreads everywhere. All right. Let me get this thing. We're gonna spray. We're gonna spray down. Then I have to make breakfast. Breakfast at lunchtime. It's good for them to fast anyways. They don't have to eat right when they wake up, and they're probably not even, look at them. Look at them fighting. Can you guys see them? Look at them. Liam? Liam, there's a lot of chalk. I won't bring this. Okay, I'm putting it back. Here it goes. It's going back. It's going back.
No.
Okay, so stop fighting your brother for chalk when there's millions of chalks in that yellow box. And you're keeping him from getting chalk. That's why he's having to fight you. Do you know that chalk is not yours? Okay, I'm taking it back. The chalk, is it yours or is it for both of you to share?
Both of us.
So why do I see you hogging all the chalk and keeping it to yourself? Why? If he wants to take chalk out of that yellow box, let him. That's what it's there for. Okay.
I will share.
Good, thank you. That's what you should be doing in the first place because you're going to teach your brother to share. Don't teach him to be greedy. Don't teach him to not share.
Okay.
The sibling rivalry is intense, to say the least. It is quite intense. Okay, guys, today's a hot day, so oh my gosh. Let him go in if he wants to come in, Leon. We don't have to police everything he does. He should have the free will to come in, go out if he likes. Because he has his own mind, he can make his own decision. Yeah? Maybe the mosquitoes are eating him too much and he wants to get away for a little bit. Huey? Chewy, do you want mosquito spray? Come here, Chewy. Wait, I don't know. Is this good for you? Because there's some oils that you are not supposed to have, like tea tree oil. Huey, can you go outside or come inside? Which one? Let him decide. Let him decide. Oh, is he taking your help? Oh, that's so sweet. Liam, help. Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming. It's just because I'm inside. Oh, that bite. Got a bite right here. Oh, yeah, I can see it. Okay. Now, where's that spray thing? Hold on, let me go connect this. He's touching the back of his neck a lot, I think. The mosquitoes are coming after him still. Okay, let me come outside. Make this easier on you. Because the longer I'm inside, the more you're going to want to come in. And you, psst, can you go? Go. You're not going outside again because I put you in your catio and then you want it out. Now you want back. You want to go back outside because everybody's outside.
Mr. Skinny Legs Web.
Yeah.
You need to watch out for that.
Okay. Can you leave these guys? Liam, don't move this, eh? Liam?
Huh?
Don't move this stool because my phones are on there. What's going on, baby? Gonna sit? Yay!
Ooh, ee, ah.
There you go. I'll be back.
Mommy, we need a doctor. Because this little guy has pasta. Yeah.
If I give it to you, you and Huey get a fight over it, so not right now. Let me
Oh.
distract him with water first.
Water? But there's a toy excavating doctor, and it's the tiny yellow truck. Can you get it? See, boogie, boogie, see, boogie, 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 boogie. You want a marshmallow? Eat a marshmallow! Hose. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come. Over here. Over here. Please play in the pool. Please. All right.
They can come out. Out, Huey. Out. Out.
Hot! You.
I just cleaned the chalk from before out. And now you're putting a whole bucket of chalk to make it go melted in there again. I just cleaned it out. Silly babies. It's like there's no point cleaning anything. Boy, my phones are getting hot out here. Oh my goodness. You know what, you guys? Your level of common sense is not, you know what, even for grown-ups, it's not that great. So, I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break because even grown-ups, I know, common sense is not too common, so let's just give you guys a break. It's a very hot day today, so we're gonna bring water so you guys can drink water, stay hydrated because it's way too hot out here. Even my phones are hot. Just being out there for like what, 15 minutes? Chewy, you coming? Even the dog wants to come on. Come drink some water. I need to turn the AC on in here. Oh yeah, I had it closed because I have to close it like this, guys, because there's mosquitoes at night. I don't know where they find a gap where the air conditioner is connected to the window. There's supposed to be these things that shut the gaps, but they find the gaps and they come right through. So we gotta keep that closed at night. It's one of those hot days where it's like, should I even bother with natural light? Sometimes it's better to keep everything closed up and keep it cool in here. As soon as you open the blinds and curtains, all the heat comes inside. What did I come in here for? I came in here for something, eh? Oh, what's my phone? Look, my phone's going crazy. It's too hot. Okay, you guys are gonna hang out in my fridge for a minute. Just hang out in my fridge for a second because, geez Louise. I got some tomatoes here. I got some mangoes. You want some mangoes? I got, what else? Oh, this one. What happened to it? I should cut these. Oh, there's already one out here. Okay. Oh, it's so hot. My phones were hot to the touch. Just hot to the touch. I came in here for water. Oh, yes, for the kids. Because we're speaking of hot, right? Hold on. Speaking of hot, I need water for them. Ah. I don't know why kids have no sense, like they're tolerant for heat. They'll stay out there till they're dehydrated. They don't think, oh, let me go, I'm hot right now, let me go inside. So, I gotta make sure I give them breaks. And especially water breaks. Okay guys, I got your water. Who's this? Someone's calling me from British Columbia? They're gonna have to leave a voicemail. Because, no. Let me make breakfast over here. Well, breakfast? More like lunch, but you know. Roll our schedule. Did that start? So if you're watching, whoever's calling me from British Columbia, leave a voicemail. I'll check it later. I'm not going to interrupt my live for a potential scam call. So if it's important, leave a voicemail. I'm going to make breakfast. I was going to take something out for them. I'm thinking if I take some water toys, then they won't fight as much, maybe. Okay, we got 30 seconds on the oatmeal. Let's take these ball pits. They've never had these ball pits in the pool, just in the bath. I hope all this screaming is good screams. Nobody's trying to Yeah, I hope no one's trying to do anything crazy to anybody. Gotta put this bug spray on my butt cheeks because, oh my gosh. I feel like these mosquitoes were finding spots that don't have spray on them.
Balls, balls. Balls, balls. Ah!
You're going where I'm trying to put the... You're going exactly where I'm trying to put the box. And you'll need this towel to dry them off after. There's no shade here, so I gotta make shift some shade for them. There's no shade here at all. Okay, where's the sun? Over there? I don't want to take all the sun for them. You can have sun, shade, sun, sun. Is that better? And that way you can have partial shade, partial sun. That's the one with no sense. Come stand over here. Liam, can you stop? I gave you those balls so you can have fun, Liam. If you don't stop, I'm not going to bring the excavator to you. If you want the excavator, leave him alone for a second. Okay, guys, remind me, I need to buy one of these excavation tools, another one, because they fight over this. It's too much, way too much. Okay, I'll distract him for you.
Where's that chalk?
You're digging the chalk inside there. That's already inside. Sweet. You happy out there? You look very happy in the heat. He doesn't want to come in here. Coming in? Liam, can you leave that? Otherwise, he's going to take your excavator. I gave him that to distract him so he doesn't take your excavator. I know you guys are already soaked. Let me just feel my phones here. Ah. And you guys want to change to swim stock so that you feel better? Yeah, swim stock on. Come over here. Come in the shade and change. You want swim stuff? Look. Swim, swim, swim. I think he's trying to poop or something, so he might not want to be. Do you want me to change you? It'll keep you cool better, I think. But we'll give it a shot and see.
And I just had to go pee so bad I couldn't wait.
So where'd you pee?
What?
Did you pee in there or you need to go? I can let you in now so you can pee and then come back and put this on.
I couldn't hold it. I could only hold it in 1 minute and then it finished. I didn't know where to go, so I went to Chewy.
You went where? On Chewy's spot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Did these guys see you pee in the grass? You guys saw him pee in the grass? Did you pull your pants down or anything and get...
I pulled my pants down like this.
Oh my gosh, yeah, my video's recording. They probably recorded you peeing in the grass.
And if you look at your video that you made,
Yeah.
this one, then you'll see me peeing.
I'll see you peeing.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I'll be going.
I hope you were looking that way. You didn't have your pee-pee facing this way, did you? Which way were you facing?
At Chewy's.
Okay. Always face away from people. If you're gonna have to, if you absolutely have to go outside.
That's Chewy's toilet. The monster is still hungry. He wants more chop. Roll chop. Roll chop in. Chop in. Okay, chop in. Okay, chop. Please. Get on that.
Step on the shirt. His ears hot.
I wish I could bring it. No.
saying shoes. Okay, here's one flip-flop. This one's going to help you. Okay, because the deck is hot in the sun. And then the water, the pool's too cold for you. So here. You can go now. They got water in them. Look at that baby. Look at that cute little baby. Look at that baby. Look at that cute little baby. Look at that baby. Look at that cute little baby. Look at that baby. What? Okay, I think I know what's happening. The range is good. It's better. Now you can go in.
Okay.
Can I shut the water now? I guess it's just leaking. Leave it on the soft.
That one's soft. Ooh, I like it.
Can it go inside? Don't splash him. Can it go inside?
You want to go inside?
I want to go inside. This might be too cold for me. I bet you rain will sleep. Green ball. Come stand over here, Kitty. In the shade. Stay in the shade. Stay in the shade. You're the palest of us all.
Huey. Ow! Ow, Huey!
Huey, stop! 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 Stop, Huey. Just turn the green thing off and smash it. It's too cold for me. Oh my goodness. That's why I had it on the soft part. And then you took it off.
That one's soft. That one's nice. I like it.
You're literally holding onto my breast. Like a handle. Guys, remember to drink water. It's hot out here. Travis, he doesn't know how to Let's see if my phones need to cool down again because they're not getting to play in the water. Neither am I. These kids, oh, my dog. My dog's overheated because he wasn't getting to play in the water. Look at you. You want me to put you in the pool? It's nice and cool in there. I can see why they're enjoying it. Yeah, the difference is kids are in cold water. So they're not feeling the heat as much as the rest of us here. They're just not feeling the heat. Who's messaging me? Okay, I'll have to message her back. Boy. Boy. Yeah, when you're not in the water, big difference. Way too hot. Way too hot. I put that shade for them. They can play real nice now. Oh, but my poor phones. They can't stay out here in the heat either. Oh, these guys are finally cutting the grass on the thing area here. In our cul-de-sac. That's good. Oh, we need that. Woo! Even me hiking these stairs right now, that was so painful. That was so painful. I'm so glad we have these ACs up here downstairs because, geez Louise, I'm gonna have to go chill in that pool after making breakfast because I am parched. I am parched, guys. I need water like stat. And I need to put it in my bottle. Keep it nice and cool. Where's my bottle? My bottle's upstairs, so I'll use Puppy's bottle. Since he's not home, I should make iced tea. I have this thing. I need to just make. Boy, I should make the iced tea. Yeah? Woo! Oh my gosh. Too hot. Seriously. You need to be in the water to appreciate this type of heat. And the thing is, they're in the water, so that's why they're just having a good old time while mommy's sweating like crazy. I have to apologize to myself in advance. I'm about to boil some water to make iced tea so I can steep it. Do I need to boil it though? I know if I don't boil it, it won't. Maybe let me boil a little bit of water. Less than this. This is a lot of water to cool down. Okay, let me try something different for once. I usually boil a whole lot of this water, let it steep. But today, we're gonna do less water. Less boiled water. Hopefully our tea will steep enough in this water. I'm so glad they got to go outside today. I know we haven't eaten, we haven't had breakfast, but I'm just so happy. What is this? Wild berry zinger. This boy now. Liam, are you guys playing nice? My baby just has a habit of just whining, like crying, complaining. That's what it is. Because he's not vocal yet, and he's 2, and he has a 5-year-old brother, older brother. So every complaint is like, you know? Because if he could speak by now, he'd be saying, "Stop it, I don't like it. That's my toy." Which the older brother was doing by that age. But like you can see, same same parents, same household, same opportunities pretty much. And he has the advantage, the added advantage of having an older brother to learn from faster. So I thought he would have been speaking by like 1.5. Because his older brother was speaking by 2. I thought he was gonna be like vocal by 1.5. But no, 2.5, still barely anything. I mean, not barely anything. He has he has vocabulary. He just has a hard time saying it. He has a very hard time vocalizing, enunciating. Yes. What's going on? I'm so glad I put that umbrella out there for them, just to cool off. So glad. I'm so glad we got it. First of all, that's the thing. I'm really glad we got it. I need this. Liam's gonna need this for his cereal. So the first thing he's gonna make is cereal. I know that. So, sorry guys. I'm occasionally forgetting where the camera is. So, now you guys see, I love this place. I absolutely love this place. I love this house. I love the location. Kind of, like I told you, it's just the neighbors I had an issue with, but it's starting to resolve itself, you know. Um, but I still want an acreage. I want open space, far away from neighbors. My kids can just run, explore. They can play in the pool like this, but look, they have nowhere to run. If I want them to run anywhere, I have to take them out in the front, that place where I was showing you that they're cutting the grass, that little island of grass there in the cul-de-sac. Kids play there, but the kids here are older. There's no one that's really their age. Maybe one baby about my youngest age. But most of them are older. So they know how to stay safe and cross the street that's in between our houses and the patch of grass, right? Because I'll show you right now. You see, as people are pulling out with their cars, right? They're driving like this way, right? And as they're driving, and the kids are playing on that side, if your kids try to run across or run from here across, they have to be very careful. There's people, and it's not even the people driving out that I worry about so much because they start slow. It's the people driving in. Some of them are coming fast from wherever they're coming from. They forget they're coming in a cul-de-sac with children in it, and they come blazing in. This older lady across there, she did that the other day. I had Huey and Chewy trying to cross the street, and Huey ran ahead of me, and he was already on the island, and I was trying to get Chewy to follow me. And she didn't even pay attention. She just looked at me. She didn't pay attention to see if there any other kids around. And she was blazing in already. And I'm trying to get Chewy because I'm like, we're about to cross the street. Huey's ahead of us on the grass, trying to get on the grass. Can you see that curb? I don't know if you could see it. He was trying to get onto the curb there. And I was here trying to cross with Chewy. And Chewy's a baby himself. So I'm like struggling here to pick up Chewy quickly, and she just zooms past my son. He was right here on the curb. And then she notices after as she's passing him, because she notices I'm looking like, oh my gosh, what the hell are you doing, woman? Why are you going so fast? There's a baby right there. If he stumbles off that curb, if he decides, oh, car, let me run back to my mom, that's it. That's it. Some of these people are not cautious, they're not careful at all. You'd think they would know, okay, it's a cul-de-sac. There's children, always children playing in there. Watch out, slow down. And why are you speeding in a cul-de-sac, first of all? Even if there was never any children playing there, why do you, your house is right there. You're already in the street coming to your house. Why are you still speeding? That's why I said common sense is not so common, guys. Common sense is not so common, even with grown-ups. That's why I can be very patient with my children, very patient with my children. Because I'm like, they just came into this world. Even my oldest, I'm like, he's only been on this planet for 5 years. That lady looked like she's old enough to be my, if she had me young, she could have been my mom, for sure. But she's speeding through the cul-de-sac. Like, what is that? See what I mean? Even for grown-ups. And remember I told you the other example, like, look, the neighbors on this side, they're also old enough to be my parents, but I have to talk to them about the smell of their marijuana that they're smoking in the house coming in this side of the house. And then they want to argue with me that, oh no, that's not what's happening. Sorry guys, I got a castor oil pack to treat my uterine fibroids here. I wear it when I'm sleeping. So sometimes it's folding up and coming down. That's why it's bunching up under my shirt. In case you're wondering why my shirt is bunching up like this, it's loosening up. So yeah, imagine. It's not that, I'm judging them for smoking marijuana. They're old, they have painful joints and whatever, and I understand they gotta, smoke sometimes to help that, or they're gonna be medicated heavily. But my point was, once you realize that your neighbor's telling you your smoke is coming in, we need to figure something out. Why don't you work together and go, oh, you know what? I didn't realize. I apologize. Obviously, that's a very bad situation. We had no intentions of waking your children up with marijuana smoke or waking you up and getting you guys high with our marijuana smoke. That was not our intentions at all. What can we do? What's the plan of action? What can we do to make it better? What can we do to resolve this? That's the kind of conversation I was expecting. Instead, what did I get? There is no way possible. There's a firewall. There's a firewall. Imagine two of them come gang up at me at the door. I'm home alone. My husband's deployed. The kids are screaming upstairs because now I'm down here. Their mom is not here. I'm home alone. Two of them ganging up on me, talking about, oh, but last year the husband, when I spoke to him about the smoke, he admitted, yes, he does smoke in the house and he doesn't know why it's coming in, but he'll try his best to figure out, and that they were going away for the winter anyway, so he will get a break from it. That's acknowledgement. I was like, okay, that's good. So that's why when I told them this time, I'm thinking, okay, they're responsible, they acknowledge. This time they're like, there's no way it could possibly be coming in. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. Huh? That's not accountability. That's not taking responsibility. That's just being in denial. That's just like getting defensive. You don't have to get defensive because I'm not accusing you of doing anything illegal. They're not doing anything illegal. Smoking in their house is not anything illegal. It's perfectly legal to smoke in your house. This is a builder's issue because the builders didn't build the house as well. They should be blocked off, right? So it's actually, it's not their fault, and no one's blaming them. It's not their fault. It's not our fault. It's not anyone's fault. The builders took shortcuts. There's some things they didn't do properly, or they were supposed to do, and they didn't do it. They took shortcuts. And now we're both suffering the consequences. So I thought, okay, as adults, maybe we can work together and figure it out. Luckily, a solution is coming. Okay, we already got an inspector to come check out everything. They said that there was gaps of insulation, like 2 feet wide insulation that's just missing in certain spots in the house. They did the attic, but now I want the drywall guys that are coming today to check out the walls upstairs too and let me know, because I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of insulation missing. I'm pretty sure that this firewall here was not built to code, and that's why, if it was built to code, we wouldn't be having this issue. But I'm telling you, so we're gonna have to figure out what's going on, and I'm glad that they're not coming to, they were supposed to be coming to repair this issue today. These guys are screaming, but let me just check. It sounds like they're just having fun, but let me double check. 1 second. Hey, Liam. I think baby wants to put some water in his water table there. Can we help him? We can do it. Yes, we can. We can do it. Yes, we can. So yeah, I mean, it's not a blame thing. It's just a how can we cooperate as adults and make things easier, because it's also, even if the smoke wasn't an issue, I said this before, it's just a safety issue because those walls are built for the purpose of if there's a fire on my side, it doesn't spread. Woo! 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 Sorry guys. Woo! Why? It's heat. Sorry. It doesn't spread as fast to their side. It protects them. And same thing, if it's a fire on their side, it doesn't spread as fast to our side. So there's purposes for these things. So if it wasn't built to code, then we should address it and resolve it, right? This is going to be good for everybody in the long run, right?
Everybody run for your life! No more! Everybody! It's safe! Okay. It's level number 307. Not one. Ah! It's time for level 2. Oh, no, 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 no! Not good! This is gonna be very bad for me! Yeah. I got my shield and sword! So, that sword goes over that. Oh my goodness, I'm in and what? Ah! Ah! No! Not this sad sword again! We're gonna have us look that look. Okay. I wonder when the game is gonna start. Because I've got my sword and shield. Yeah. Oh no, the game. It started. Ah!
Oh, that pool is done. Look at this pool of ours. See, it's not filling up. The cracks. Hold on. I'm trying to show you properly without dropping my phones in the water. And then the zoom. Again, zoom, zoom, zoom. I can't even see.
Where's the box?
I'll go in the shade for a second and just rotate
Mommy, I got
my cameras.
this.
Okay, let me show you.
That was
The crack here is all the way
to
the bottom of the pool. So the water is just leaking out. It's not gonna hold No, let his table fill up first, okay? Oh, look how cute you guys are. Finally, he's in the shade. You need to be in the shade, mister. You're much paler than his. You don't have enough melanin for this. The sun today, it's got mommy sweating. Huh? Look at this sun. It's got mommy sweating. And mommy's very melanated. Yeah, Liam's more melanated than you are, Huey. Mommy's way more melanated. But even this sun got me like, woo, child. I can't be in the water with you guys. I gotta stay in the AC over here before I pass out. And I'm the only grown-up you have. Oh, I forgot the water. Our water's boiling for the tea. Okay, let's turn this stuff off because whew, we're just adding heat to a very hot day. I have my oatmeal cooked here, but it's all dried up now because I took too long to get to it. So yes, honey. Here's what we're gonna do. Put you guys down. What we're gonna do is put our tea bag in here. Hopefully this steeps it enough, okay, that I could put more cold water sooner. I should have thought about this years ago. I don't know why I've been doing it this way with so much hot water to begin with, and then I have to wait hours for it to cool. Versus if I just put a little bit of hot water, steep it, and then put lots of cold water, and it'll cool faster. Oh well, you live and you learn. Hot days like this start teaching you things. You live and you learn, baby. Oh, you live and you learn. You like my singing voice? You live and you learn, baby. You live and you learn. What? Okay, let me stop messing around. But you have to have time to mess around and have fun. Life is just like work. Yeah, adulting is not easy. Being a parent, being a full-time mom, stay-at-home mom, homeschooling mom, oh my gosh. Like now, we should be doing a science experiment because today's science day, but we're playing in water. So I'm trying to see how I can incorporate that fun playing in the water with science. I have an idea. They did freeze this balloon. So this balloon here, we filled it with water. Oh, look, it took the shape of the bowl. We filled it with water, froze it. There's a ball in the middle. So what they have to do now is put it in the water they're playing in and find a way to get the ball out. If I open this, there's a yellow ball inside the ice. So let's see. It's a part of the fun. It's hot, so let's make this a part of the adventure. I'll give them this bowl too in case they just want to play, have fun with it. I'm sure they always like kitchen. You know, kids, you give them toys, they're like, we don't care so much for our toys. You give them kitchen stuff, then they're like, oh my gosh, this is the most fun we've ever had. So Liam, today for your science class, you're gonna do some excavating off your ball and do some melting experiments.
Oh my goodness.
See, you're gonna try to discover what's the best, Liam, what's the best way to get the ball out of this ice? What's the best way? You want to open it? You want me to open it? I should open it? Okay.
Wow, it's very hard, and I think I feel Bali in there.
Yes, Bali actually is in there. Hold on, I can't see my... Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is open this. Should have brought a scissors, but that's okay. Open this ball.
And there's Bali.
And there's Bali. See, he's floating right on top there. Because I told you he's got air inside. So because of buoyancy, remember what buoyancy is?
Let's open the balloon.
Okay, tell me what's buoyancy. I taught you before. Buoyancy is when things
Float.
exactly. That's buoyancy. Because of buoyancy, the ball floated, and then the ice froze. Now you got to figure out the best way to get him out. Rescue mission. Okay? That's your job now.
Let's pour cold water on it.
That's a good idea. Put water, yeah. When you were pouring the water, it looked like it was melting on top. That's fantastic. You're so smart. Oh my gosh.
Try. Yes! Bali, you're almost out. We got Bali out. Yeah! But we're still gonna put him in there. And go all around and
You got him out?
yes, we got Bali out.
Which method did you use? How did you get him out?
With this.
With that?
And then I pulled him out.
And also pouring water on top of it? Wow, that's amazing. Amazing.
Smash your truck. Smash your truck. Smash, smash, smash.
Melting the rest of the ball? Let's see. Can I see how it's looking now? Wow. Look how much that's melted. And a lot of that water that's running is just melting it because it's cooler than the ice. Isn't that pretty cool? Look at that. The shape is forming. Are you guys going to close this now so the water doesn't keep wasting like this? All right, let's go back inside, shall we? Because I'm just realizing my own discoveries in here while they're having fun. How to make better way to make iced tea. Oh my goodness, why why does it easily zoom like that? The other one doesn't, my other phone does not do that. Okay, hold on. So what I should have done here, okay, what I should have been doing all the time is steep my tea bag in less water, okay? Get my cold water ready, chill it, okay? While that's preparing, I should have had this. Okay, mangoes, you gotta move. Part of my sparse fridge here. It's not entirely sparse. There could be less food in there, but we're due for some grocery shopping. Chill this water. Once it's chilled, I should put it back in this pot and then pour the hot water. Just because I don't want the temperature change. If I pour the hot water directly in there, if there's a drastic temperature change, that glass is gonna crack. So that's what I should have been doing all along. Instead of filling up this pot with water, steeping it, letting it cool, which takes hours, especially on a hot day like this. And then by the time we're trying to have iced tea, it's already too late because it's, oh my gosh. Let me put you guys in my fridge again for a minute because I can feel this phone hot to the touch. Boy, what a hot day. I love these hot days though because we don't have hot days like this for long. It's August now. Come September, it's gonna start cooling. You'll see. September, you'll see. We won't be playing in water like this. If we are, we're lucky. October, by October, winter is already on its way. We might even get snow by November. Definitely, usually we get snow. So November, December, January, oh my gosh, those are the coldest. February, March, oh, so cold. So we have more cold weather than we do hot weather. So when we have hot weather, I want them to play, enjoy themselves, and just like, bask, soak in the sun. I've had a whole lifetime of soaking in the sun. Like, come on, like, look at me. All right, the places I grew up were hot all year round. We never ran out. Even what we called winter was not that bad. It seriously was not that bad. Now that I obviously have a different frame of reference, I know how cold can get. Now I'm realizing, oh, I should use up this. We've had this vegan mayo. I don't want it to go bad. It's so expensive. And usually we buy it for like one recipe and then we don't use the rest of it. And this is like $10 for this bottle. We need to use it up. Let me see if I still have cabbage from 2 months ago. And is it still good? Oh my gosh, how does cabbage do this? Cabbage just lives forever, doesn't it? It's even growing like roots here. It's trying to grow. What? It just lives forever. Look at that. If I cut this, I wonder if I can grow another cabbage from it. If I just see this, it's growing roots, eh? So if I cut that and plant it, I wonder. What do you guys think? Is that a little? Yeah, I think that's a little bug, eh? That's why you gotta wash your vegetables real good. Is that a bug? What is that? Or is it just a seed? Whatever it is, yeah, we gotta wash this. And I gotta make some coleslaw, vegan coleslaw since I have vegan mayo. I need to use up these vegetables. All my vegetables. Because my husband bought vegetables and then he went away for deployment. We don't eat as much on our own. The kids and I don't eat as much. So if he's not eating this stuff, I can't be, who am I cooking it for? Look what happened to our kale. And I love kale, guys. Look what happened to the poor kale. Huh? Somebody let me know where you're watching from and what do you call this vegetable? Just look at the green side. You'll know it from the green side. What do you call this leafy vegetable where you're from? Over here, it's kale. But I know it has different names. What do you call this vegetable? Look at it. It's turning yellow in the fridge. What a waste, huh? I was trying to, when we were making burgers, I was trying to, instead of eating lettuce, because lettuce, nutritional value is not that great, I was trying to rip some of these leaves and put them on my burger, but I was the only one eating it. And now it's going bad. I think there's only one leaf that can be even salvaged, maybe two. The rest are done. I need to cook this all today. I really do. At least the kids are playing outside. Let me see what I can do. I had to look up. Ah! What's going on? Stop zooming in on me like this. This phone. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I have my other phone doing a live and it just keeps zooming like mad. Um, what was I saying? Okay. Let me make food. We'll eat. Very late breakfast is 1 p.m. We've been playing for a while. Well, since we got up, we didn't really like come down and have breakfast. We were doing other things. I'm just trying to have a chill day today, not stress my brain because this like staying on time schedule, do this at a certain time. Sometimes it just really stresses me and I'm just like, you know what? I can't give them my best when I'm that stressed. So I'm just like, chill, lady, chill. We don't need to rush. If they don't want to, if they're gonna fight you to brush teeth, just lay back, relax, and wait. Once they start going, I'm hungry, then you're like, okay, well, you didn't brush your teeth. So, so today was good because I just kind of chilled and they didn't fight me as much. Obviously, the youngest fought me once I was in brushing his teeth. First, he was like, to let me brush his teeth. And once I was in brushing, then he's just, I've had enough. He just decides, like, okay, I've had enough. And it's like, your teeth are not clean yet. Let me clean your teeth. So, did we get all our seeds, our ground seeds in here? I got my chia seeds, I got my flax seeds, I got my hemp heart seeds. I'm not going to put my pumpkin seeds in because I'm noticing we're not digesting them when we're eating them in the oatmeal. So it's better to just eat them by themselves and chew them or grind them, like grind them finely and then put them in. And I got my cinnamon, so that's good. And then my most favorite ingredient of all time. If I didn't have this ingredient in here, I wouldn't even eat any of this. I mean, it's just super healthy stuff. Look, it's beautiful just the way it is. Look how the blueberries color that and all the seeds and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful, guys. It looks like a dessert. And if you put apples, you slice up and chop up some apples, that's how I used to eat it. You put that in there. It's like, it tastes just like a dessert. It doesn't even taste like breakfast, like a healthy oatmeal with flax seeds and hemp heart and chia seeds. It doesn't seem like, healthy food can be delicious. It depends how you make it. So I've diverted from putting sliced apples in it just because I eat this with baby and I don't want him to choke on the little apple pieces. So we eat our apples separately now. We eat our fruits separately. And any large seeds like this, we eat separately as well. Or I'll grind them. So now my drug of choice always has been my drug of choice. It's peanut butter. Oh my gosh. The kids and I love peanut butter. Did you see how much I poured in there? I'm telling you. My husband knows. He already knows me. And the kids. If there's nothing else that we buy, like he knows his money, this is where all my husband's money goes. To stocking up on peanut butter. And this is low now. Usually it's like piled high. He really stacks them. There'll be like 6, 7 on here. Okay, for the week. Because we go through them like that. Like that. We just opened this one. Look, it's halfway already. We're not playing. Okay? Where I'm from, like, originally, like, what do you call it? Yeah, where I'm from originally. Apparently, I'm from a lot of places. Because I grew up in a lot of different places. But where I'm from originally, peanut butter is our staple. We put peanut butter in everything. We put peanut butter in our porridge. We put peanut butter in our rice. We put peanut butter, like that kale vegetable, the green one I showed you. We cook that up. This one. Cook it up, put peanut butter on it. Like we season everything with peanut butter. Like I don't eat meat anymore, but for those that eat meat, even their chicken, you prepare it with peanut butter. So because where we are, it's like south, what do I say? It's right above South Africa. South Africa is the last country on the base of Africa. That basin of Africa, the bottom, that's South Africa. In South Africa, our people, we used to be all the same empire, the same people, got split up by obviously the ones that deemed the border's gonna go here, or whatever, you know how it goes. So anyways, so our country, because we're so south, the spice trades in the north that brought like all the spices to places like Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, all these other places like West Africa, East Africa, they never really quite made it down to the south. So our cuisine did not evolve to use a lot of spices, right? Our cuisine down there is not very spicy. We like spices now that we have access to them. Don't get me wrong. Now that we have access to spices, you'll see a lot of the cuisine has been altered. It has changed. It has adapted now to use a lot of spices, like really, really spicy. We love spices. Who doesn't really? I mean, come on. You got if you're spicy like us, you're gonna like spices. But originally, I'm saying if you go to the really traditional dishes, they didn't have spices. So the only thing that we had access to, not the only thing, one of the only things we had access to is different kind of oils that flavor your food. So we used a lot of different kind of oils. This is just peanut butter is just one. There were other oils from kinds of other kinds of indigenous foods we had that were obviously phased out. A lot of us don't even know what those foods are anymore because when we were colonized, they were like, oh, don't eat any of your foods. That's inferior. Eat our crap food that we're bringing from Europe. This is inferior. It's superior to yours, even though theirs was making them sick. And now they're seeking to go back to our roots and find what foods we were eating in the first place so they can get healthy again. You know how it is. You know how it is. You know how it is. So, yeah. So, yes, because now. Now we've lost a lot of our older ingredients, cuisine knowledge, food knowledge, spice knowledge. We don't know which plants we derive oils from to season our food. Some of them were very delicious. I've actually had some. I've had the opportunity to have some, just because some of the elders in my community knew some of them, and the flavors are to die for. I promise you. Once you taste that, I have lived in many different places in the world, tried all kinds of food, even before I went plant-based. Even when I'm plant-based, I still try new foods. It doesn't limit you because most foods are plant-based, right? Meat is just one food group, and then plants make up many food groups. You got vegetables, plants, fruits, plants, seeds, plants, legumes, plants. Like, there's so many food groups for just plants. So most food is plants. Anyways, my point was, yeah, I've tried so many foods, but those flavors, there is nothing in the world, I promise you, there is nothing I've tasted that tastes as good as some of those flavors. These are natural flavors, natural oils they derive from these plants, cook, season the foods, or even natural season and like plants that the like, okay, like you know how corn maize became so popular in our culture. There was sorghum and other kind of things that we made to use to make porridge and to make that the stiff starch that a lot of people in Africa eat. We have this purple one. I swear, it doesn't matter where you're from, if you taste that, you will never go back. You will dream of it your whole entire life. You're gonna be like, can I have some more? Even till now, I'm in Canada and I'm like, where can I find that? I'm looking at all the African food stores. I'm looking everywhere, and now I'm seeing that they're the lighter pale complexion cousins of ours that came and told us our food is inferior. Now in their expensive food, health food stores, now they're selling us our own products. They're selling those. They sell those seeds, the seeds that they long ago said we should stop using them because they're crap. And you know what they sell them as? Superfoods. Superfoods. Now they're recognizing the power that was in our foods. And now they're calling it superfoods. Oh, we discovered this new soup. No, you didn't discover anything. It's been there from time. People have been eating it, and you literally brainwashed a whole group of people to not eat foods that were keeping them alive and stronger and healthier and wiser than the rest of you. And now everybody is sick. You see, that's the trouble with humanity. You do anything, here's the thing. People think there's injustice, like, oh, injustice against these people, injustice against that people. No, there is no such thing. What there is you can do something that's going to slow the progress for what you think is for somebody else because you're greedy and you want to take things for yourself. Ultimately, what you end up doing is you slow progress for everybody, including yourself. That's what actually happens. And that's what actually happened in this case, because a lot of them are sick over here. Their doctors are sending them home going, your diagnosis is too far up. There's nothing we can do for you. Just prepare your family now for your death. I told you guys before, I had a friend that went through that experience. They're kind. They're kind. And when I say they're kind, I mean like they're melanin, let's say melanin, what's the word? Melanin deficient cells. Yes, let's call them that. Our melanin deficient dear cousins, our dear melanin deficient cousins. Yes, they get sent home. Oh no, we got so much left to die. And not just them, even us that are prescribing to their old way, their ways that they said, oh, only Western diet, which is a heavy meat, heavy this, heavy that. A lot of us are getting sick. My aunt got sick. My aunt that was here actually got sick, and she just decided, I'm not eating any of this stuff anymore. I'm not eating their meats. I'm not eating their whatever. And she was the first one actually that gave us this idea, because she went on a full plant-based diet and she started taking her supplements and started eating really clean foods that give life. She started eating live food. And her diagnosis was like stage 3 or 4 stomach cancer, which is the hardest to come back from. So they're like, sorry, nothing we can do. Just go home and tell everybody to get ready for your death. She cleaned everything up, and within 3 months, I believe it was 3 months, she got rid of the cancer. Poof, gone. And the doctors were like, oh my gosh, this is the first time we're seeing something like this. What did you do? Whatever you did, keep doing it. Now, you see. That's why I don't believe that you can do ill to anybody. You can't do ill to somebody else. You can only, we're one human family. We're so united and so close. We don't realize it. We think because this one has that one's different from me. That one speaks different from me. A different language, looks different from me. Then we're separated. And if I do something to hurt them, it doesn't affect me. It's a cycle. As soon as you hurt somebody else, you hurt yourself. Because every action is an equal opposite reaction. That's the laws of our universe, of our world. Every action is an equal opposite reaction. That's why we believe in, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, karma, all this stuff, all this, we all universally, all over this world, everybody has a fundamental belief in karma. Now, it's much better hot. So, yeah, everybody has a fundamental belief in karma. And with that said, like I said, there is no way you can inflict pain on another without inflicting pain directly on yourself, because we share one common spirit. We all come from one common root. So, and that root links us in ways where energetically we're always connected, in ways we don't see with our naked eyes, but energetically we're always connected, right? And that's how I try to live life. I try to be good to everybody. I try to what do you call it? To give everybody the benefit of the doubt and to see the best in everyone. I try to look at people through a child's eyes. You know how children, they don't hold grudges, they don't whatever, they just look at you and they're like, oh, you're perfect. You're perfect just the way you are. Even in your mistakes, you could yell at a child. Trust me, I see it with my children. You could get upset at them, you could yell at them, you could lose your cool, because parents do lose their cool sometimes. It doesn't matter how great of a parent you are, okay? Don't let these Instagram moms and Facebook moms fool you. I'm gonna give you the full 100. Doesn't matter how good of a parent you are. Look at me, homeschooling, doing this, doing that. In some people's eyes, it'd be like, oh my gosh, you're doing more than I could ever possibly do. You're such an amazing mom. I lose my cool. Let me show you something. I lose my cool. I've developed tools that help me because I lose my cool. I do a lot of writing, Let me show you from the beginning here. if I can find it. I have to write. Sometimes if I'm really stressed, look at this word. I'll just start writing. I don't know if you see that. Ease, ease, ease. I love the ease, 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 ease. I just start writing ease, ease, ease until I start feeling the feeling of ease in my body. That's one way I do it. Or I'll write a rampage. Like, it's a good morning. It's a really good morning. This is a new morning. This is a new day. This is a new vibrational point of attraction. This is a new beginning. Stuff like that. This is me new into this world. This is me choosing my vibration in the world. This is me deliberately, or more deliberately, this is me in a good morning. Like, things like that. Obviously, these are not some of these words are inspired by other people who do videos and stuff online. Like, this is Abraham Hicks, and this video was Rampage of, what was it? It's a rampage of some kind. I can't remember now. Let me see if I can find it. Morning, a good morning. Yeah, it's called Morning Rampage. That's the video if you want to look it up. So just look up Abraham Hicks Morning Rampage. Listen to that. It will cool you down so fast. So these are some of the tools. Meditation is something I learned early on. I meditate, calm, clear my mind. Focus on a sound somewhere if I can't really clear my mind. Sound of the AC, sound of the birds, sound of anything constant, right? Is this still on? And then that way, oh, this thing was on the whole time. My sound might be messed up a little. Sorry guys, if you can't hear me properly, I forgot that was on. And when it's on, it has a mic on it that's picking up. But I think this is better, isn't it? So yeah. What was I saying? So a rampage of appreciation, meditation. I have so many tools that I've added to my tool belt to help me to cool down, because even this one, I started doing focus wheels. So focus wheels is you have a goal of something that to you at the moment is unattainable, right? Because you can't go from being in despair to happy. And you have to go through all the stages before you go. Like, there's a, what do you call it? An emotional scale, okay? It's an emotional scale where if you go from depression, you have to go into anger. That's the next one. From anger into revenge. From revenge, there's a certain type of emotions that a person naturally goes through before they get back to the top. It's very rare to go straight from here to here, unless something extreme happens that can get you there. But normally you have to go through the stages. So because of that, this allows you, because no matter how much you want to wish yourself, like, I'm so frustrated, I want to be happy, 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 blah, blah, blah. Usually there's a point where you have so much momentum on being stressed and depressed that it won't work. So you do a focus wheel, you write where you want to be, and then you start writing easy to believe things step by step by step, not just jumping from where you want to be to where you want to go. Make a bridge for yourself. Say, I will get there eventually. That's usually the first thing I say. I will get there eventually. So it's not too far off, like, oh, I want to get there right now. No, eventually I will get there. And then the next thing will be like, what did I write here? Something like, those circumstances around me don't matter. It's my state of mind that matters. Right. Once I start thinking like, oh, so I do have power. I do have power. I understand that this is something that I can change within myself, because if only my state of mind is the one that's determining everything, not the circumstances determining me, I can change that. Just logically move yourself step by step up the emotional scale until you make it all the way back to the top, and your top is the closest now to this. I hated this. To be honest with you, I learned this thing years ago. I didn't start using it till now because I'm so stressed as a mom, like homeschooling a 5-year-old, taking care of a 2-year-old. It gets to be crazy. I hated this because it takes a lot of focus and energy to move yourself. And it's something that literally turns your clock. It's like when you're turning the frequencies on your radio station in your car, because you're in 99 FM and you want to go to 105 FM, and you got to turn that knob. And turning that knob for you inside your emotions, inside your mind, is not as easy as just turning the knob. Maybe that knob is really needs some serious cranking. And this is some serious cranking of your knob. So it's not really a pleasant experience to start with, but at the end of the experience, it's the most relaxing and pleasant result. So that's why I hated this for years. But now, every day, I've made it my goal to do one of these. So when I'm not on this live with you, don't think I'm just like, trust me, I'm doing the work. Make sure that I try to give my children and my husband the best version of me. Because if I just do this, if I just wing this, trust me, even I don't like the version of me that comes out. I don't think any of us like the versions of ourselves that come out when we're just winging life and letting life live us. None of us like those versions of ourselves. They're usually not cute. Okay? They're usually not something that you're like, oh my gosh, I would marry that. I would date that. No, you wouldn't even date yourself in that state. So I'm really trying my best. And just to make you realize that this is all of us. We have this potential. And if you want to know how to do any of these steps, just DM me or leave a comment and I'll teach you guys. There's so many resources on how to do these things. And if you want to learn how to meditate, let me know too. I can teach you how to do that. There's simple ways that I've learned because I've been doing this since I was like, for decades now. Been meditating for decades. And there's things that I've learned that can cut the learning curve for you. So you start benefiting from the results much sooner. But yes, I'm not sure how long we've been going, like a minute and, not a minute, an hour and 45 something. I need to go check on these kids again. So where's my pen? This paper, I'm just looking up school boards that we want to work with for our kid, for homeschooling. Because you still have to go through a board if you're going to homeschool. Well, you don't have to go through a board. You can just do it yourself, but then you don't get funding from the government. Over here, where I live, you get funding to buy school expenses, books, pencils, anything they need. You get a little bit of help. Not a lot, a little bit of help. So if you go through a board, you can get that help. If you don't, and I was contemplating not doing that at all, not getting the funding, but then I was like talking to some other moms, and they're like, why wouldn't you? Right? Because I was like, I don't want to take away the freedom of what I want, the structure that I want to teach them. I don't want to teach them the strict, oh my gosh, this like rigid structure that I experienced, this very, very traumatizing structure that's in the public school system that I experienced when I was in public school. And especially because I know my children's learning styles, they're not going to learn as well in that environment. There's some kids that will thrive, right? In some areas, I actually thrived in public school. And I'm always like talking it down and going, I hate public school, it's so terrible. But I did thrive in some areas. I did. To make it to where I am now. I did pass and I did graduate. So I was thriving. Or maybe I should say surviving. I survived public school. That's really the right word. Thriving is a different, a vibration. And what we're doing here with the children is letting them thrive. Not only survive, but thrive. So they can be good at what they're good at. And we encourage it. We create a positive learning environment where they're relaxed in their home. And hopefully their mom can keep their cool long enough to teach them. And it be a conducive learning environment. Which I am most of the time, just sometimes. Once in a while, everybody loses it. So, and I put myself on a timeout if I need to. Trust me. This pantry is not just for storing food. This is me. When I'm ready, shut this door, take a time out. They'll be in there playing. They don't even notice I'm gone. And it's close enough that if I open the door, I can see them playing. But I just shut the door. If there's snacks in here, like some chocolate, trust me, I'm getting into that chocolate, calming myself. Prioritizing making myself feel good, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You always have to prioritize making yourself feel good. Let me go check on these kids again. I don't know how they're not hungry. I guess I'm not really that hungry. We just skipped breakfast, so when you just don't feel, I don't know, today I don't feel hungry. I think they're the same. Because usually they'll be like, Mom! Oh God, look what I did now. Oh my God. Okay, since the Zoom wants to look at my eyes and my nose so close, hey, what you think? What you think? What you think? So yes, Let's check on them. Let's see. Hey, babies. Hey, Liam. Do you want to have cereal out here? Are you hungry? Liam, are you hungry? Where's that bowl I gave you? Oh, it's in there. Hi, baby. I see you're in the sun again. Yeah? Liam, are you hungry yet? I can see your butt cheeks because your shorts are falling. Liam, are you hungry? See? Not hungry. Today they're not hungry. Huey, are you hungry? You want food? You want food? They're not concerned with food today. Sometimes kids are like that, eh? I'll come sit out here and see. If I start eating out here, maybe he'll see the food and be interested. Let me see. Chewy, you want to go outside? You look like you want to go. Go. Go then. You can go. I know, it's nice and warm out there. In the sun. Yeah, get some sun. So let me see. If I get the food, maybe. Oh yeah, so a recap. For my caption here, this is the mosquito repellent I was talking about. I don't know if you guys have tried this. So this is mosquito repellent oil for kids. Oh, I guess it's for kids. That's probably what wasn't working on me. I don't know. So eucalyptus. So citronelle or lemon, eucalyptus. What is this? Pine needle and camphor. That's what's in there. And I don't know if it's really working. Oh my gosh, you're zooming again. How is it zooming with 1 point touch? I don't understand. What can you do? Okay, let me go sit outside and see if they're interested. Let me get my water. And I'll do my writing if I can. I also have to end up contacting some of these people today and making that coleslaw. So we got a lot to do. Where's my pen? I can't write with no pen. I can't write with no pen. Dee 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 dee. Da da da. Okay. Silly mommy. Chewy, I think you're gonna need water out here. Okay? These kids. Look at them. Can you see them watering the grass? Chewy, it's very hot. Why is it doing that again? Okay, let's just put it down for a second because this is ridiculous. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. I hope you're sitting in the sun there out of choice, Chewy, because you know you can move. Ooh, I'm spilling your water. Sorry. I got some water in this glass bowl for you. Put it in the shade here. Look. Water for my baby. It's not mixed that well. Doing a lot of talking. Huey. 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 My dog is just loving it. Right here in the sun. Look at him. He's just like, oh, I've been needing this. Yeah, we didn't come out here for a while because the mosquitoes were out of control back here. They're still a little out of control, especially in that grass that they're wetting. They shouldn't be wetting that grass. But because it's such a hot day, I feel like it's too hot even for the mosquitoes. So they're hiding in the shady areas. They don't want to come out in this heat. Some days it's too hot for mosquitoes, and today's one of those days. Huey, you want food? You want to go up? Liam, is it hot in there? Does he need help? Yeah, I'm gonna help him. Give me a second. I'll be right there. Just need to cover my food because I don't want these bugs falling in it. Huey, you can do it. Go up. He's like, no, mommy, no. The struggle. Look, your brother's gonna help you. See him scratching the back of his neck. I think he got bit by a mosquito back there. Okay, mommy will come help you. 1 second.
I want to bring the whole.
Hold on, let me get you medicine for that. Hold on, Huey. Medicine. I see you scratching here a lot. Did the mosquitoes bite you? The mosquitoes? Where? They bite you here too? In here?
I want to bring the whole.
But you can't spray it when Huey's in there. That will scare him so bad. Is it because it's hot? So let me spray it. Look. You need more food. So we need to put a spray that's not going to be too crazy. Is that one? We can't have a big fountain going because you know what? You need in here. Which one you want? This one? Like a sprinkler?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Ah! No, not
These mosquitoes, eh? They want to eat you. You gotta hold it on only the half side. You can't spray everywhere because you're gonna spray baby. So you can only hold it. Don't spray everywhere, just half of the turkey. If I hear him crying because you sprayed him, Liam, it's gonna be trouble. Trouble, trouble. Let him jump and have fun. You guys see these guys? There they are. Mommy's doing some writing, so you guys play nice.
Wait a minute. Water cellar. That's the water.
Liam, pull up your pants.
You spray wrong. Mom, you spray. I go faster.
I know there's not as much mosquitoes out here, but can we reapply the mosquito spray on you? Come. Oh, you're wet. Your bum that's- Liam, he's afraid to come here because you're spraying here. Huey, get the car. Come over here. Huey, come. Look. Spray. Look. Spray. Come. Look at your bare legs here. Ah! Liam, get the spray bottle from me. Go away. Mosquitoes are trying to get my legs in. So I think it kind of works. I don't think I've been bit so far. I felt mosquitoes. I felt them landing on me, especially trying to bite the parts I don't have the spray on, like under my shorts here. But that's why I started putting it under my shorts too. But the part. You have to sleep in the patio. Wanna come? Wanna come play? Come. Come. If he doesn't want to come out, we can leave him. He can choose. Liam, remember I said don't spray Huey? Right? Stay on one side, half of the trampoline. And then he can choose if he wants to go there or not. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, it's so hot. Got these phones hot again. Just those few minutes we were there. Phones got hot again. Let me put them in the shade here. So yeah, I was saying, that bug spray, the mosquito repellent. Oh, he's drinking his water now. He's like, I'm too hot. I need to hydrate. Good. Stay hydrated, please. Please. And checking he had a big irritation on his back from when we went for a walk in the bushes there. So I think it's some kind of plant he must have rubbed himself on, because I saw him rolling on his back like this on the ground, scratching. He rarely ever does that. I'm like, why is he doing that? I know he's, dogs. They'll do a lot of weird things. They'll roll in mud. They'll do all kinds of stuff. So I thought he was just having fun. I'm like, is he playing? He's just having fun, maybe? Like I said, I'm not a dog person. I find it harder to translate dog language than it is cat language. I've always had cats my whole life. Even when I was in Africa, we always had cats because they keep the mice away. So that was the excuse we used to convince our parents to get cats. Keep the mice away. Yeah. I know cat behavior. I know what they're communicating with certain body language, I know when they want to play and they're excited, when they're upset and they want you to go away, when they're telling you they love you, all of this stuff. But with dogs, this is my first dog, guys. My first dog. And the only reason I have this dog is because of my husband. Because when I met my husband, I fell in love with both him and his dog. And I had sworn I would never be a dog person because I just don't understand. I just don't get dogs. But he's my dog baby now. And I can't go back. Look, I love him. And he loves me. That's why he's always near me. Everywhere I go, he's next to me, this one. And the cat too, he's looking at me. The cat's in the door right now, looking at me, just staring at me dead in the eye right now. Like he's staring at me like, Mom, I need to be close to you. Anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, dogs. He rolled, I don't know if it's a plant, a poisonous plant. Like there's these poison ivy and all. I don't know what it was. I don't know the plants here. I don't know what's poison. I don't even know what to look for. I should really research it because I know the plants like I know stinging nettles. So they're from England, and we're like I've lived in England. I know like if it touches you, it itches. We have something similar in most African countries. These stingy plants where if it touches your skin, oh my gosh. I don't know. I know they have their poison ivy, they have their own kind over here. I just don't know what they look like. I need to look it up because, especially going on adventures with these kids, I need to know what. I've looked it up before, but it's not something I keep in my mind. I didn't grow up seeing it. I know the ones I grew up seeing, in Africa, in Europe, and all. I know those ones, but not these ones. So I need to figure out what happened to him because he got red all down his back. All down his back. He got red, really red, and he was scratching until the skin. You scratch till the skin is raw. He scratched until the skin was raw. And I wasn't sure, I didn't realize until we came home because we were covered in mud. On our walk, it was a fun adventure. There was mud. We were covered in mud. He was swimming around in the little pond. Oh my gosh. I don't even, maybe he even got it from the pond. But he was scratching earlier. I don't know now. When I gave him his bath, okay, when I cleaned them, after I washed them, then I realized, oh, his whole back is red. And not just red, it was swollen too. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I don't know if you remember, I did a live that day. And I showed you guys, I used some turmeric, ground turmeric, like the spiced turmeric, because it's an anti-inflammatory. And I wet it. I put water, made a paste, put it there. That calmed the inflammation, the swelling down. The swelling went down, but then it was still red. I was like, what is happening? I don't understand. I almost called the vet, but I was like, oh my gosh, do I call the vet? How do I go to the vet? I have the kids here. My husband was away, deployed. I'm like, how do I drag? Because I had tried it before. Trust me, when he got deployed the last time, I tried taking this dog to the vet with the kids. It was a disaster because I couldn't pay attention to the dog. He was getting scared, and when he gets scared, he'll just drop poops all over the place. And he's dropping the poop at the entrance, and I'm trying to pick up the poop. So then this kid, the baby's screaming because he's like, Mommy, you're too far from me. And then this one, the older one, is just wandering off doing his own thing. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the worst. I can't do this. I cannot make vet appointments. It has to be like an absolute life and death emergency for me to do that again. That was stress. So when this happened, I was just like, it looks like some irritation. I thought maybe he just like rubbed himself in the dirt too much, you know? I didn't realize till days later that, oh, this redness is not going away. The skin is actually raw, right? And then I started using coconut oil as soon as I put coconut. Guys, tell me why. As soon as I put coconut oil on it, the redness went away. The redness went away. So now I've been putting coconut oil on him regularly. Almost every day I put coconut oil. And now it's healing. It's scabbed over. He's got a scab on there. The scab is peeling off. It just looks like he has dandruff right now. Because the scab, his skin scabbed over where where it was bruised essentially. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the scabs to dry up and fall off completely. Once they fall off completely, I'll give him a nice bath. And then, yeah. I'm telling you, having a dog is like having another baby. Even a cat. Like, I feel like I have 4 babies. I have to keep I'm just like this. Okay, 2 over there. What's this one doing? 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 Because these ones get into trouble too. You think because they're animals, they don't get in trouble. They're like children. Their minds are like, this one, his mind, the dog, he's like a 2-year-old. That's why him and my 2-year-old, I call them twins. And ironically, it wasn't on purpose. Their names they rhyme. Their names rhyme. So that's Huey, and this is Chewy. So when I call Huey, Chewy answers. When I call Chewy, Huey answers. And they're all always competing for my attention. If that one's napping, this one's like, you need to carry me. If I'm carrying him, this one wakes up and sees that. He's like, you better get off my mom right now. So it's competition there. And then the older ones. Well, not the older ones, because he's actually the oldest, but mentally, he's not. He's 2. Mentally, he's 2 years old. But I mean, mentally, my cat he's Biologically, he's 5, but mentally, he is also 5. So he's 5 years old. He's 5 years old mentally. So I have two. Ah! Shit! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Why? Sorry, Chewy. 3 dragonflies. Look at the size of these things. And tell me you wouldn't be scared too. Okay? Look at the size of that thing. Can you see that thing? Ah! Ah! Leave me alone. Oh my god. Oh my god. You see the size of that thing? There was 3 of them just flew towards me. I'm like, no, not today. Not today. Okay, we're not doing this today. Oh my gosh, 3 of them just went boom. And I didn't know what was coming at me. My cat now is at high alert. He's like, Mom, let me get it. Let me come out here and get it. No, stay in there, please. I don't remember what I was talking about. I got scared by 3 dragonflies. Okay, normally I love dragonflies, to be honest with you. It's just the element of surprise. I was not expecting that. So what was I saying? Yeah, I love dragonflies. They eat the mosquitoes, so they're good. They're good in my book. They eat all the bugs that I don't like. Okay, so come on, dragonflies. And I think the water's attracting them. That's why they're all up in here. But yeah, just don't come in my close. Don't come in my bubble. Ah! Even butterfly. Why are you doing this to me, guys? I told you guys. Didn't I tell you? Animals are like drawn to me. Any animals, even insects. I don't know. I've always been the one that complains in a group of people if we're out that mosquitoes are biting me the most. Out of everybody, they want my blood. Now, I don't know why these different creatures on this planet gravitate towards me. I see some of the oddest creatures sometimes that you wouldn't expect in this kind of environment. I'm like, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be like somewhere in the tropics? Shouldn't you be? Trust me, they find me. Somehow, they find me. People's dogs be following me when I'm taking a walk, wanting to say hi, wanting to play. People's children. Oh my gosh, guys, I told you already. I told you. Something about my spirit, I don't know what it is. They just keep coming to me. Like, let's play. Let's play. I'm like, I don't want to, I don't want to play. I don't want to, not today. I just want to chill, eat my food, do my writing. It's okay, thank you. But I think sometimes it just show up to remind me of like that playful part of myself, or to just be like, you're getting too serious. The subject you're talking about right now is taking you out of alignment. So here we are to remind you. Because what was I talking about right now? The ouchie on my dog's back, which obviously makes me concerned and worry. And maybe because I'm getting into that mental energy of worrying, that's why these dragonflies were like, you know what, we're gonna come and interrupt your worrying thoughts right now before you start building momentum and becoming somebody that you're not. That's usually how it works for me. Oh my gosh. Did you hear the scream? Oh my goodness. This is why I can't go camping. If I go camping, my tent will be surrounded by all kinds of things. Animals, bugs, everybody will be like, let me come talk to you for a second. I don't know, you remember Dr. Dolittle? Dr. Dolittle, okay, is a movie, and when you watch it, you're like, yeah, that's fiction. But I literally feel like I am the real life Dr. Dolittle. A lot of times. And not just for animals, kids too. A lot of kids whose parents don't understand them, they come and talk to me and I'm like, okay, I understand you. And I end up translating to their parents, like, this is what your child needs. So I don't know what it is. It's always been like that. Oh my gosh, I started noticing from when I was like really young. I started noticing that. And when I was babysitting people's kids and all this, I started working with children. I just started noticing a lot of that happening, where people's children, or even like my baby, my 2-year-old right now, right? Most of you, when you hear him speak, I did a video where he was counting from 1 to 10 because he's brilliant. He is generally, his brain, he learns so much. It's just his vocal is what is not Um, I don't want to say he's behind because he's only 2, but his vocals are not as developed yet. But otherwise, intellectually, he's brilliant. And I did a reel. I posted it on here. You can even go back and check out in my reels where he counted from 1 to 10, and I recorded it. And then everybody was commenting like, it just sounds like baby gibberish. It just sounds like baby gibberish. I can't hear it. I can't hear it. But I can hear it clear as day. My husband listened to it. He could hear it. The people that are used to having him around could hear it. And I usually see that's the case with a lot of kids, like when parents or anybody doesn't understand them. I can usually understand them. Usually. It could just be like, I'm a good listener. I know that's one of my strong suits. My skills is listening. I really know how to listen. I don't listen to respond. I listen to understand. So when I'm listening to you, I'm really studying not just what you're saying, but how you're saying it, your body language, everything. Like active listening, which is becoming more and more rare in our days these days. People are online, communicating online most of the time. It's just typing behind a computer. You don't see body language. So that skill of reading body language, I think, is becoming less and less and less. Whereas for me, I feel like it's a strong suit. And also because it's something that's becoming rare, it's starting to stand out even more. So usually when people notice that, oh, this person has active listening skills, and if it's not even that they know what active listening skills are, but usually people can sense when they're being seen and being heard. They can just sense it. And then that will draw their energy to you because they want somebody to hear them and see them. Huey, come eat before I finish all this food. Come, little bite. Little bite. Come on. I'm sure it's 2 o'clock already. Last time we checked, it was 1 o'clock. Oh my gosh. I have missed calls. I have messages. Come eat. No. This is Chewy's water. Oh my gosh. Chewy's water. Eat. No. Not interested in food at all. See, he drink it. Leave his water. Drinking water. You go drink your water. You go drink your water. Where's your water? Go get your water. Go drink it. Liam, can you guys take a water break and come drink some water? Please stay hydrated. This sun is going to suck all the water out of your body. I know, but your water is over there already in the pool. Look at this chair. Oh my gosh, my big butt ripped the chair. Oh my goodness. I felt something sink in. I'm like, what is happening here? Hello? Hello? Is that a car? Show them. See, car. He's not interested in eating. I'll have to make him something else later. That's okay. They're pretty good with eating. Every day they eat. It's only once in a while they have days like this where they just want to play and give. Maybe it's a reset. You know, like they're just resetting their bodies and they're doing a natural fast. And that's the thing about humans too. I wanted to say, like, when we are young, we know what's good for our bodies on an instinctual level, right? You see kids, they do natural fasting. They don't just eat because, oh, we have to eat. They don't eat out of obligation. They eat only when they're hungry, only when their bodies need it. And then some days they'll just naturally fast and they'll just be like, we don't need food today. We're good. We have all the nutrients we need. So why are we eating again? But us grown-ups, we force everything because everything has to be done on a schedule, 7 days a week, 3 meals a day, this. And then we end up with these eating disorders that we don't understand where they're coming from. And that's why. All right. I'm thoroughly done with the outdoors, okay? These outdoors are not for me. Because every 2 seconds, these bugs. Also, my phones are heating up again. I'm in the shade though, but the phones are heating up so fast just because the general atmosphere is hot. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? These kids are playing though. So. You coming in, Chewy? Are you staying out? Shoes, where do you want to go? Sorry guys, every time I come in here, it just smells different from the outside. I'm just like, why? So every time I come in here, I need to clean this house. It does not smell good in here. That's for sure. What's this person doing? Sometimes I want to hire a cleaner. I think this guy's here to clean somebody's yard. I don't know if you saw him. Sometimes I just want to hire a cleaner. Because it's a lot of work. And today's one of the chill days because I decided to chill. The fact that I'm even doing a live at this time. Guys, when you see me come and do a live at this time, oh my gosh, I'm sweating all over my, hold on. Let me remove my castor oil pack. Because I've been sweating all over it out there. I forgot I had it on. It's probably adding to my heat too. I need to remove it. Remove it and probably wash it now. Oh, that's so much better. So much cooler. So yeah. What was I saying? See me doing a live at this time? Because you know, I don't usually do them until the evening. Even my audience has forgotten. Like, I usually do lives. I used to do lives at noon. Yeah, I used to do lives around noon. And everybody would come on and be like, hey. And then life got busier and busier and busier. And with this industry, nobody waits, right? Because, oh, you're busy. So they just move on to the next place, which is fine. I'm not really getting into the shortage consciousness mentality. But just to explain, yeah, I started doing lives at night when it's closer to us going to bed. And then started building an audience then. And then now it's switched again to back at noon. And now we barely have an audience here. And that's why. So I either need to come every day at noon and at night before bedtime, so it's consistent for you guys, or just pick one. But then life is not that consistent for me. With these little children, 4 of these guys, telling you, life happens a lot. Mostly good, but it's still busy. It's good busy, you know? You'd rather have it busy like that in a good way than in a bad way. And I'm really, really, really grateful that my life is busy like this in a good way. Right? Like, as long as I'm complaining about having to clean 3 bathrooms, I know I'm blessed. So you have to look at the positive side. Like, okay, you're complaining about cleaning a house. You're lucky you have a house. You're complaining about cleaning 3 bathrooms and not having time and this and having, you know, children and homeschooling and whatever. It's because you have those things, right? You know how the saying, who was it? BIG, the more money, more problems. Because with everything you get, everything in life has an equal opposite reaction. Every decision, everything has an equal opposite reaction. So everything good, someone will be like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Yeah, that comes with its own set of problems that are just as big as being a millionaire, right? So that's why I say no one thing is the answer to all your life's problems. No one thing. Everything that you're thinking to attain is for the purpose of you thinking you're going to feel good afterwards. So just decide to feel good, because even if you attain that $1 million, you're going to be stressed about that $1 million. There's going to be other stressors you're going to be dealing with that you're going to be like, how come I'm still not happy? That's why you see there's some rich people that are filthy rich, but they're miserable. They're killing themselves. They're killing other people. They're doing all kinds of just ridiculous things because they're so out of line with themselves. You see? So that's why I'm always saying, like, okay, so I'm going to put this tea now since it's actually ended up cooling down a bit. So that's good. So that's, yeah. It's good to mix it in there. And I'm thinking what I should have done is not put water in here yet. Just so I see how much more water I need so we don't overfill. Let's try it now. This is our iced tea. Homemade iced tea. Wild berry. What is this? Wild berry zest? Just a mix of berries, blueberries, and I think raspberries, and I don't know, different kind of berries. It's a tea, a fruit, a berry tea. That's what it is. It's very delicious. You don't need to add sugar because it still has the fruit flavors, but without the sugars. So you squeeze some fresh lemon in there. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, you're good to go. Like now, I'm gonna use, I think my husband grated the skin for the lemon for a recipe he did. So I'll use that lemon, unless there's a cut one. Let me see if there's a cut one. No. So I'll use this up since the skin is already being grated and there's no more skin to grate. So if he needs it for another recipe, he can get a new lemon and I'll use this one. It's kind of hard to cut it because once you grate the skin like this, can you hear that? It hardens. I think it's a protective mechanism for the lemon and it's harder to cut. So be careful. Find a soft spot and enter from there because you can accidentally injure yourself very easily. That felt quite dangerous when I was trying to cut that because it hardens. It gets really hard. Because the lemon's defenses have been attacked and it's trying to protect itself, I suppose. Anyway, so now, I should have taken that casserole pack off a while ago. I feel so much cooler now. Also, there's AC in here, so that's why. Oh my gosh, it's 2:17, guys. I need to make food. I should take that baby, put him down for a nap. Especially since he's been out in the sun, he's gonna sleep real good now. He's gonna sleep real good. And just mix that up. And this is delicious because it has that fruity flavor. And I'm telling you, the kids love this iced tea. I don't even have to add sugar. So they're drinking a sugar-free beverage. And by the way, fruit teas are not caffeinated. For those of you that are wondering or concerned, oh, I don't want to give my kids caffeine. Don't give them black tea. Don't give them green tea. Don't make it with black tea, green tea, or any of the regular Earl Grey, the grown-up teas that we drink. First of all, they won't like the flavor. Second, they're caffeinated, even more so than coffee. So unless you want your children hopped up on coffee, don't give them that. Hold on. I feel like a mosquito bit me right here. So yes, Benadryl stick. I'm so glad we have this. I need to get more. Now I'm gonna chill it. And then let's sit down for a minute here because I was eating. I need to finish one thing. See, when I'm home alone with these kids, I hardly even finish eating my food. So let me just eat my food here. Now, when I do these writings, it's okay to just copy and repeat what you wrote before. Whatever you were inspired to write before, just copy and repeat as much as you want. See, I wrote this whole paragraph, this whole page, and then I wrote it again last night over here, and now, today I'm writing the exact same thing because you know what? That's what moves me. Being aware of. This is me in the good morning. Being aware. This is what moves me into alignment. Being aware of the way I am feeling. So it's just trying to encourage yourself to do more things that make you feel good. This is me being in touch with my emotions. So for some people that you might not have patience to be writing like this, I'm someone who when I write something really becomes me, it just sticks with me and stays with me more. I become that vibration. So I know whatever I'm writing, I become it. So if I was writing, I hate this, I hate that, like that's what I become. Like emotionally, mentally, that's what I start to think, that's what I start to feel. So that's why, even in school, when I was studying, I couldn't just sit there and read a book. This part of the body is called this, and this is this function. I couldn't just read like that. How I studied was I would read and write everything. So I would have books upon books of notebooks of the entire textbook, just, you know, or whatever part of the textbook we're studying, just written out. It took more time, but it was more effective in me remembering because I'm not someone who just remembers just from reading or hearing something. Hearing some things, yes, if there's a vibration attached to it, like an emotional thing where I'm experiencing something, I'll remember what you said forever. But if it's just like you want me to remember that in 1975, this happened in this part of the world, chances are, yeah, I'm not going to remember. I don't even remember your name most times. If you tell me your name, 5 seconds later, I've already forgotten it. This is me being aware of the value of my emotions. Now, a lot of you are thinking, oh, this woman has time, eh? No, trust me, I never had time to do this. I used to try to like do this waking up at midnight or 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up to change diapers, and then I take time out of my sleep to start doing this work. But lately, I got so stressed that my whole energy just got so low. I started feeling so low and almost depressed in a way. And I was like, I need to prioritize this. If I don't get to clean anything else in this house, even my husband was like, you know what? Where you're getting to right now, you're not yourself. If you don't get to clean, that's fine. If you don't get to wash dishes, that's fine. I'll come home and wash dishes. We'll clean on the weekend together. You don't have to be picking after these kids every 5 seconds because they're just gonna dirty the house again and it's just gonna stress you. Even he was like, just take time to do what relaxes you. And I was like, okay. So now I'm taking the time, even myself, deep, my inner self, my higher self, my source self, whatever you call it, that wisdom part of yourself that's connected to the infinite, the divine, the whatever you want to call it, God. That part of me was telling me with everything as loud as it could that you need to make this time. Stop prioritizing, putting things away, cleaning all the time. You're gonna be a mom with a clean house, but you've lost your mind. You know, you're depressed with a clean house. What's gonna be the purpose of that? Your children are not gonna have as much of you, or even the best of you, because again, you can't give them the best of you if you're in that state. So it's like it's okay to be dirty a little bit. They play outside in the dirt, they're gonna come in here and dirty up the house anyways. So even if I had vacuumed this house in the morning, which I was like religiously every morning, vacuum the house, every morning, vacuum the couch, clean this, wash dishes right away, do this, make breakfast, feed them, wash the dishes again, clean up after them. They play, they made a mess, clean up after. It was just nonstop. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm letting it go. I'm letting go. If the weather's good, go outside and play. Then that way you won't make as much of a mess in the house. And I can enjoy a little bit of a clean house, right? Until they have to come inside. For now, I don't have to worry about it. Better readily. Even immediately. And that's the thing I noticed because I feel like I've always been someone who works on my energy. The things that come to me are usually things that everybody's like, oh my gosh, how are you getting to live that life? How are you getting to have that experience? How are you getting to, you're not working nearly as hard as the rest of us. What's going on? That's how. Because the actual laws of this universe state that if you get yourself aligned with that which is source or God or whatever you want to call it, the energy that we stem from, that we extend from, right? If you want to be all scientific about it, you don't have to get religious or spiritual. Let's even from any perspective, we know we are consciousness and we come from a higher form of consciousness, a pool of consciousness somewhere that we haven't been able to pinpoint and find exactly how to touch it, but we know that it exists and that we can form more consciousness, even if it's in, artificially or biologically, we can pull more consciousness and create more consciousness. Not create because it's already there. We're just directing it, rerouting it to whichever area that we want to experience it as. So we already know these things, even from a scientific perspective, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing things like cloning. We wouldn't be doing things like creating artificial intelligence. So we understand this fundamentally as human beings, no matter what you believe in. We understand this to our core, right? It's innate, even within us. We know there's something bigger than us. Or some of us choose to call it God and make a whole religion and rituals around it. Some of us choose to call it whatever you want to call it. I don't know, whatever you want to, however you want to experience it is your business, and it ultimately it serves you alone and you alone. Nobody has to do it the way you're doing it, even though some people will tell you, yes, everybody has to agree with the way you're doing it and do it your way only. That's not how it works. That's why we have different religions, different beliefs, different cultures, different languages, because there is difference and variety in how consciousness expresses itself. It actually prefers to be expressed in as many different possible ways as possible. Okay, it doesn't want to be expressed in the same way. So those of you that are religious and you're digging your heels in the ground and saying everybody must join my religion and pray exactly how I pray at the time I pray, how many times I pray. You are doing your higher consciousness and this thing you call God a great disservice because it wants to experience difference, all kinds of difference. You're the one who judges it and limits it and says, oh, but that's in my book, that's bad. That's defined as bad. Why would God want to experience that bad thing? Why would God want to experience being gay? Why would God want to be experiencing being a murderer? Why would God want to experience these things are beyond your mental capacity, right? Because if it's an infinite intelligence, right? If God is infinite intelligence, then God understands things that you cannot even begin to understand. Not even begin. So you can question all you want, but the reality is those people and beings and situations are there and allowed to be because that is how God chooses to experience those things. Point blank, period. Where was I? Okay, what time are we at? I want to just finish writing this and I'll get the baby to bed for a nap. I think it's going to be just in time for him to nap. I'll dry him up. I have to put him in the other room though, I have to remember, because we have contractors coming to check out the house today. They should have come yesterday, but they didn't. What is it saying? This is a beginning of me deliberately tuning myself to the frequency that allows my receptive mode. So they should have come yesterday, and then today they would have been starting the work on fixing this roof and whatever and the drywall, but they said they were trying to call my husband. Again, I think it's an energy thing. I think it's an energy thing because I have a strong desire to get someone to come and look at the drywall. And in order for them to look at the drywall, they have to open it up to see what's going on and why all this air is coming in from the neighbor's house. And because I have that strong desire and I have this alignment, with obviously the energy that orchestrates everything into being. What happened is this guy was trying to call my husband. He probably dialed the wrong number, didn't realize it, and then later on he just didn't come. And he's like, oh well, I couldn't come because you didn't pick up the phone. I called you. My husband was like, there's no missed calls, there's no voicemail, nothing. You didn't call me. So now he's coming today, but then because he can't start today, he's like, oh, I'll have to start on Monday. But then he can't start Monday because my husband's back to work on Monday because he had taken today off and Friday, tomorrow off, in order for them to work today, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, and then finish the job, right? So that Monday he's back to work. But that didn't happen. So now they want to start on a day where he's at work. He ended up taking the days off he had taken. He ended up going to work today, and tomorrow he's going to go to work. But he can't take time off again until like September. So then they can't come again till September, which gives me time that when the guy comes today, I can talk to him and be like, listen, myself and even my higher self. Okay, we are all on board on you since you're contracted to fix the drywall. Go a little further, you're gonna get more work now. And see what's going on with these walls, why the smoke's coming through. Why can I hear my neighbors when they're talking? Why can they most likely can hear me unless they're deaf, because maybe they're old. I don't know. But I can hear them talking. I could hear my kids when I was watching their house. Anyways, that's besides the point. That's the details. We don't have to talk about the details. But the solution is there. We know the solution is coming because Everything is being orchestrated by the energy that creates worlds to make sure that what? This is taken care of. Because otherwise they're fixing drywall only to have to rip it open again to check what I need them to check. That defeats the purpose. They might as well check now while the drywall is open, right? And then if they fix it, that's already paid for by insurance. And if they need to open up more, then it won't cost us as much as to open up a whole new drywall that's just being fixed. I don't know. Just my, you know, just a little thing, conversation between me and my higher self and how we just aligned. And this is just how it's going to be playing. How it's going to be working. All the things that I need to. This dog is just standing by. Look at him. He needs to be near me at all times. Point of contact. There has to be a point of contact. So he's worried right now. Like, why am I so far from my mom? I need to go inside right now and be next to my mom right now. Look at him panting. Come in here where there's air conditioner. You're not even playing in water. Those two are playing in water so they can stay cool. You're just sitting out here. Come inside. Come inside. You're sitting out there in the hot sun. Can you see his back here? Even the fur there. It came off because of the wounds he had on there. See, now he's sitting under my chair. One point of contact at all times. I told you guys, they are babies too, these guys. They're babies. Okay, let me finish writing. This is me in my new day. This is me in my new day, in this good morning. Allowing myself more than ever. More than ever before. To be in the receptive. To be in the receptive mode. The receptive mode. This statement is so high vibration, my whole body is just like resonating. Everything is just resonating. It's beautiful. Okay, so the receptive mode of everything that I've intended. Everything that I've asked for. Everything that I've asked for, everything that I've put into the vortex. So yes, if you're having a hard situation in life, if you're depressed or just miserable or unsatisfied with life, don't wait for circumstances to change. Change them yourself. Find tools, even if it means you have to create the tools yourself. Where was I? Put into my vortex all that I've become. All that I've become. And this is this one, this sentence. Full alignment with all that I. You guys having fun? I hear a lot of screaming. Is it fun screaming? Are you crushing all of the chalk? Yummy. I just want to show you what these kids are doing right now. Look at them. Let's go take a closer look. And now these two. How am I gonna come inside? Huh? You guys. Mosquito. Why does it want to come in my house? Huh? My beautiful, beautiful house. Loki, your fur's falling off all up in the house. I'm usually running around vacuuming after this one. Because this one, when he sheds, like now, he just drops fur all over the house. As I said, like, having pets is like having children. I'm telling you, it's no different. But I notice when I don't run around and vacuum it, you know what he does? He eats it. This breed of cat is weird. Look, you see? Fur. 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 It's okay. You leave it there for a little bit, he'll go eat it. Right? He'll go eat it. It shocked me the first time. I was like, what? Because we used to have same breed of cat, that same cat before, and I was like, why is he eating? Because I've always had just regular, hold on, alignment. I have, it's okay, just leave it. We know what it says. Full alignment, and it's not about precision so much as the feeling and the vibrations of the words. The feelings of the words. Alignment with all that I have become. With all that I have. What is that? Oh, it's a fruit fly. I was like, mosquito, you better not follow me in here. This is my safe zone. If you follow me in here, death trap for you, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. So yes, now that I'm done writing this, later we'll do another focus wheel like this. I usually do these at night once the kids go to sleep. And I sit down, do some more meditation, do some more writing. And ooh, this is some insight I got after meditating last night. I was like, wow, because a lot of people right now in the world, you can just feel the energy. A lot of people are really, really stressed about inflation, right? Everybody's like stressing inflation, prices going up, blah, 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 blah. This is the insight that I got. This is straight from the divine source, energy, whatever you want to call it, the universe, God, whatever, straight. And I know a lot of people share insights that supposedly come from God or whatever. And sometimes when I hear those things, I'm just like, oh my gosh, if it's not based in love, if it's not based in establishing your inner peace, if it's not based in letting you to feel good, if it's not based in harmony and mostly peace and love, it's not coming from there. It's coming from your brain. You're just tricking yourself that you think it's coming from God because you want to be like all holy and be like, oh, God talks to me or whatever. No. If it's telling people you're going to be damned, you're going to be devoured, you're going to be burnt alive, you're going to be, trust me, that's not where it's coming from. It's just not. You're lying to yourself. I just want to clear that up first of all, because we can all access all kinds of vibrations, all kinds of Our brains are receptors. It's like a radio. And you can tune it to receive any message. Right now, like I just said, a lot of people stress about inflation. That's something I tuned my brain to when I was meditating, and I realized, oh, I'm feeling that energy of a lot of people. And also I hear it, right? I hear it, I see it, and I feel, and everybody's worried about inflation. Okay, you can tune yourself to the worst things that are happening in the world. You can tune yourself to the best things that are happening in the world. So it's just either way, you're right. Because if that's your reality, that's what you're going to experience. So if you're someone that's like everybody's down, everybody's going to hell, everybody, that's what you're going to experience. You're going to experience life as hell for you and everybody around you, as long as they are prescribing to what you're thinking and doing, right, and believing. So that's why a lot of times you find the most religious people in the world are the ones who usually suffer the most, because they're not connecting with their spirit, they're not connecting with the divine directly on their own. They're making somebody else the middleman between them, and that person is poisoning their spirituality and literally telling them this is how you should do it. But it's supposed to be a personal journey. It's not supposed to involve anybody else. You're not supposed to get validation from somebody else, like, oh, yeah, now you're doing it right. Do it for yourself and develop that connection for yourself. Leave middlemen out of it. Okay, leave all these other people that are sticking their nose in your spiritual life. Leave them out of it. Like I'm sharing my spiritual life with you because I choose to. But the days that I don't choose to, I don't have to share with anybody. I'm not obligated to share my spirituality or anything that I do with anyone. I share whatever I think works for me. It might work for you too. It might not. There's no strict rule that says you have to try it and it has to work for you. And if you don't, you're damned forever till eternity. No, there's no strict rule. If it works for you, if it helps you, it helps you. If it doesn't, don't do it. It's plain and simple. Don't do it. With that said, that was my disclaimer. Now, inflation. What I came up with, inflation is just a vibration of more abundance, right? Because when you think about it, things are a certain price. We're always complaining. Us millennials, Gen Zs, we're always complaining. Things are more expensive now than our grandparents' time. They could work a job that earns 40, 20,000 a year, or even 30 or 40,000, and be able to buy a house bigger than this, right? A standalone house, a big, nice house, and they're working in a factory, earning minimum wage, right? Not even a professional job. And now, people earn, it's not like people earn more. People are not earning more, right? In a way, they are, but then things are more expensive. So I feel like, okay, that's where this inspiration came. Was like it's a vibration of more abundance coming to those that are aligned. So if you stop thinking so much about the details of, oh my gosh, I'm not earning more and things are getting more expensive, and you start aligning with that part of yourself, the infinite part of yourself that is always aligned with abundance at all times. Abundance always flows to you. It's literally not even a river, a tsunami of infinite abundance flowing to you at all times. If you are aligned, those that invest early, that are inspired to invest early, that are inspired. Okay, when I say inspired, I mean in spirit. In spirit, you're inspired to invest early, to invest in the right things, whatever it is you're inspired to do. When the prices are low, they make more money when inflation drives prices up. So there are people who inflation is like the best thing for them ever. Every time inflation goes up and prices go up, they're celebrating while you're crying and being miserable. Like, this inflation ruined this country. This inflation. And here you're crying, being miserable. Other people are rejoicing. There are other people that they don't even feel the inflation because they make money anyways. Even when there's inflation, even when there's recessions, they make more money when there's recessions. So to them, it's like, hoo. This is like, and they get wealthier and wealthier and wealthier. So it's about your vibration. It's about your energy, your emotions, your belief system, your thought process, your pattern of thoughts. It's about all of those things. All of those things are what's going to determine how you experience the world and life, you see, and how you're going to view certain subjects and topics in this world. They're either going to be good or bad to you. Now, I think this phone's about to die. It's at 5%. Yes, I see it getting darker, so I have to put on a charger. But let me finish. So inflation only hurts those who cannot align with their infinite abundance. But even that contrast of them being hurt by them not being aligned is still serving them. It still serves them. We still get served, even by our disconnection. We still get served because it pushes them to align with their infinite abundance more and more and more. Like these days, you see more and more courses on financial literacy, right? You see more and more people talking about financial abundance, more and more people attending them, even than ever before. How many of these older generations we're talking about that worked in factories and bought houses had courses on financial literacy or even knew anything? We didn't hear it much from our grandparents or great grandparents on financial literacy. That's something we're learning now in our time because of the result of the conscious we experience of inflation is pushed us to learn and align better with our abundance, with our financial abundance, right? You also see more and more courses on aligning with the source or aligning with that infinite part of yourself, the wealthy part of yourself, right? That allows your abundance to flow. And more people than ever are attending those too. So there is no crisis. Everybody's like, oh, there was a dot-com bubble, there was this bubble, there's going to be this bubble, there's going to be this meltdown, there was going to be that, there's going to be this apocalypse, there's going to be whatever. No, there is no crisis. There is no impending doom. All is well. All is well. Okay. Just wanted to leave you with that little insight there. So thank you so much for joining. For those of you that did join, if you want to leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from and how you're doing, what time it is on your side of the world. But I'm gonna go because my phone's about to die and I gotta go put that baby down for a nap. I gotta dry them up, put him down for a nap, and start cooking, and hopefully shower too. I need a shower. So yeah, because it's been a hot day. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing experience that I'm sharing here, because to me it's an amazing experience. I love it. See you guys later. Ciao, Bellas. Ciao, 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 ciao.